One of the best features of Tesla cars is nothing that's inside the actual car. As far as I'm concerned, as a lot of and as a lot of you mentioned to me out there as well, it is their supercharging network. And one of the biggest perks in the beginning when you were buying Teslas is you would get that for free for life. Then they changed it just for the life of the first owner. Later they changed it to, I think it was 2017. You get 400 kilowatts for free every year, which is about 1,000 miles. Um, and of course that was overwritten by whatever the deal you have going on if you use someone else's referral code. And now officially all of that is over for the for Model S, Model S X, and Model 3. There's no more free supercharging for them unless you use that referral code, but that can change at any minute. So let me break it down to you right now. I'll tell you what the changes are, what you can still do with the referral code, and how it will affect or not affect Tesla sales moving forward. All of this is coming up next. Taking over the world, electrifying the world, welcome to your number one source of unbiased electric car news. If this is your first time here, go ahead and click on the subscribe button so you don't miss anything moving forward. All right, the supercharger network. Again, I think this is their biggest competitive advantage over the rest of the competition. I think it will be at least 1, 2, maybe 3 more years at least anybody else catches up. We know there are only 2 things that are going on. One is Electrify America here in the United States and Canada. It's called Electrify Canada, and Ionity in Europe, but there will be at least a couple more years where they will probably have enough fast charging stations to accommodate all of the electric cars that are Tesla and non-Tesla in here in the United States, Canada, and Europe. Now, just like I mentioned, it used to be free, then it was just a free for the first owner. There was first 1,000 miles or so free, but now Tesla had finally made the change, and boom. It is now starting November 2nd, which already passed on my calendar. I don't know about how about yours. I know about time differences. I don't know, maybe you're still 10 days behind, which is kudos to you. But yeah, it's basically announced on their website. I wouldn't even say announced. That's once again another problem I have, but I'll talk about it in just a second. That you will not be getting any free supercharging. Basically, you will, and this is for all models. So there's no more difference. Model S, Model X, and Model 3, you get no free supercharging. Period. Now, the current at the moment where I'm making this video on November 12th. You still get 6 months of free supercharging on all models if you use a referral code. Now, mine is in the description of this video, always has been. I don't really advertise it, but nevertheless, those are the codes that you can use to buy your new, not used, not certified pre-owned, just the new Teslas. And that changed, right? I think it was a $100 credit only a few months ago. Now that, so that will always be fluid, but now it's over. I think this is a good thing for Tesla, and let me tell you why. Before that, let me just mention that the show and this channel is sponsored by Evanex, the aftermarket accessories for Tesla. There's a discount code in the description of this video for you guys to use and save yourselves a few bucks. Don't forget, Christmas holiday season is coming, so those make great gifts, and I have a video about that coming up very, very soon. All right, so let's talk about it. Now, by the way, before I play that video, let me just show you. So this is how people find out that it's over. I think it was either electric or inside of these. One of the publications, online publications, noticed that, and that's how it kind of came into the public eye. Once again, I disagree with that policy of Tesla. I hope they would just make these announcements publicly. Elon Musk has no problems announcing us when he sometimes likes a song. Why not announce that when something like this changes? I think that would be reasonable. And actually, I don't even want him announcing it. I want Tesla announcing it, whether on their Twitter account, on their blog, on their website, or whatever, press releases and stuff like that. Let me know if you guys are cool with this, if you're cool with somebody just kind of randomly finding out and putting it out there, or would you prefer like an official announcement from the brand? Let me know. I'm definitely interested in knowing that. But let's talk about what this really means. Now, I think it's a good thing. I think that the free supercharging thing should have ended a long, long time ago. I don't mind the free supercharging for the first 6 months or some credit for the first, whatever, kind of get people used to it, especially the first owners, so they can get over their range anxieties or whatever it is that's going on in their heads. But after that, really, people should be paying. And by the way, it's really not as much as gas anyway. It varies from state to state. It varies in different countries. I believe here in California it's about 26 cents per kilowatt hour. You got to check on their website. They did raise it significantly in some states this year, even more than double in some. But it's still cheaper than gassing your car. So and as you can see, I'm playing this video where it's from the very early days when the superchargers were just spreading. So good old days. I'm surprised it's in black and white. But yeah, so I think this is great. I mean, as far as business is concerned, I think it's still fair to customers, and it is good for business, right? Because I'm assuming they're spending more and more and more and more money on these superchargers, but they gotta eat, right? They gotta turn a profit. So I think what's happening now is that when you use a referral code, which kind of almost everybody does, and that's why I have it in the description of my videos, just in case if somebody wants it and then they don't necessarily know somebody with a Tesla, that way they can get the 6 months of free supercharging to get them going, and after that they gotta pay. And by the way, how often do people on average really take road trips in their premium luxury sedan or an SUV? Maybe a couple times a year, and it's really not that much money. We're really talking about very little money in most cases. So it's more of a gimmick. It's more of a peace of mind. So I think that's good, and I really like the fact that they finally kind of settled down. Again, they could do a better job announcing it. Let me know what you think. Let me know if this works for you. And let me know what a perfect deal, but fair deal for Tesla as well, would be for you if you're not an owner yet, or even if you are. I'm definitely curious. So there's a comment section down there for you to do that. And let me give you a few thank you notes to my new Patreons. The first one is Orak. Just Orak, like Share or Prince or whatever. I dig one name names. Anyway, thank you for joining my Patreon community. Next one is Donald Moe. Donald, thank you so much for doing this. You're contributing to me being the independent, unbiased YouTuber who does this full time now. And the last but not least is Rob Yale. Rob, thank you so much. I know there's a bunch of you just joined recently. I promise you I will get your names out in the next few videos, definitely by the end of the week. But just wanted to thank you. Obviously, you guys are contributing to my success, to me being able to do this and travel and produce now 3 videos per day every day on weekdays. If you want to join, and that way you also get some benefits of being the first ones to watch my videos, because I do it live for my Patreons. There's also an extra mile segment most of the time. Not today, I gotta run today, I'm sorry guys, but most of the time I do that. And of course just better access and many other perks. So thank you so much. Patreon.com/E4Electric is where you want to join. But if you want to watch me live on YouTube, I do that once a week now. Just a subscriber hangout. We talk about the news of the week, sometimes about my favorite color and whatever else is going on in my personal life. I'm an open book. I don't mind talking about it. I try to answer all of the questions and comments that you guys kind of put out there in a live chat. So it's always fun. The next one is already scheduled. It's for Sunday. You can go to the homepage of this channel, and there's a reminder for you to set for yourself. And of course, don't forget to follow me on E4Electric. I put some funny stuff in there, some of my personal stuff and behind the scenes footage and pictures. So go ahead and join there as well. So I hope to see you on all those different social medias platforms there. Other than that, see you next time, and remember to stay charged.